In this video, we are going to discuss about types of access list. So, how many types of access lists are there? So, you see that the Cisco iOS software support the following list of access lists, and you can see the access lists here are standard access list and extended access list, reflexive access list and time-based access list. So, coming to the standard access list, this uses the source IP address for matching the packets. That means the standard access list will be using the source IP address for matching the packets and permitting and denying them. So, coming to extended access list, use source and destination IP addresses for matching packets and optional protocol type information for finer granularity also is used. That means this extended access list will be using source and destination IP addresses and they match with the packets and deny or permit the packets into the destination. So, coming to the reflexive access list, this allows IP addresses to be filtered based on session information. That means you see this IP packets which are coming into the interface will be filtered based on session information, and this also contains temporary entries, something not found in the extended access list. So, here they are nested with extended name access list. So, here the entries which needs to be used by using this extra information are being used by this reflexive access list, but which are not presented in the extended access list. So, coming to the last one, which is time based access list, the name itself will indicate that it is not available all the time, but rather are triggered by time function. So, here this time based access list is not active all the time, but it is only triggered with the time function when we want to use it. So, these are about the access list types, and we see about a small table here that packet matching criteria for access list, which are having two main important access lists. One is standard access list, the other one is extended access list. So, coming to packet matching criteria, so if you see in the standard access list, it will consider that source IP address, and extended access list also consider source IP address. So, destination IP address is considered only in extended ACL but not in standard ACL. So, protocols used here are TCP, UDP, ICMP, EIGRP, OSPF, etc. only in extended but not in standard. But TCP and UDP source destination ports are used in extended but not in standard. QoS parameters, that means about the IP precedence, and TOS and DSCP, which are the quality assurance things. These parameters are used only in extended but not in standard. So, this is a precise description about these criteria as well as the differences between standard and extended. So, this is all about the type of access list.